Nearly there. Racing. Don't Muzzle Me was slow, and very slow was Casual Sipper on the inside here. Homebush Inquiry sharing out the speed was Lily Mars Smoking and Blue Moving. Don't Muzzle Me's trying to find a way through. Can't. Getting a charge through on the inside. Big Time Ranson. Another Pearls making up ground around the outside in a very rough race. Well back in the piece to Sammy McBell. Casual Sipper. Down they come, and Big Time Ranson has got through and scored nicely from another Pearl. Third to go by then, probably Blue Movin' from Lily Mars Smokin' was close up. The rest of them finished in pretty much a ruck with Homebush Inquiry. Don't Muzzle Me, who blew it at the start and found trouble thereafter. Casual Sipper, Sammy McBell. Big Time Ranson wins the first here. For the Ahern camper was a slow beginning, but found the rail in a race which had its share of drama. Another Pearl got around the outside of that trouble to get second. Blue Movin' holding down third. Tight fourth, probably the three that'll be on the board. About set to go. Racing, Double Entendre got away fairly well along with Sedgebrook Charm and Sammy Baxter showing some speed the inside. Then Consummate Ease, Corborn Legs around the outside. Brittany Star's got a long way back with It's a Fish Oil and Nui Magic. Up to the corner they come. Sammy Baxter in front. Double Entendre switches out the outside. Corborn Legs down the outside with Consummate Ease. Double Entendre is in and scores the favourite in the second from Sammy Baxter. Then Corborn Legs is followed across there by Consummate Ease. It's a Fish Oil. Sedgebrook Charm finished back in the pack. Brittany Star not happy on debut with Nui Magic. Double Entendre does the job today. Got out quite nicely. Just had to work into the race. Got across to the rail. Still had some work to do to run down Sammy Baxter. He's gone the best race of his short career. Corborn Legs, another minor placing. Making that interesting late was Consummate Ease. On the tote, here comes the bunny, was set to break, nearly there. Racing, Spirit Run Absent Minded was slow, Shadow Nerf out okay. Another message, Corborn Roman sharing it up. Corborn Roman gets to the lead. Spirit Run charges forward the outside. Oh, gets knocked off balance, might have lost its chance there. Another message is charged through to the lead by 3 lengths. Now Absent Minded starts to come out after it on the inside of Corborn Roman. Spirit Run's trying to recover again. Then we've got Botany Chris back behind them. Shadow Nerf got scattered at the first bend. Well back MCD and Little Profit. Up to the corner, another message. The one to catch up by 3 from Corborn Roman. Absent Minded, Spirit Run, Botany Chris, and down the outside Shadow Nerf, another message in nicely. Corborn Roman second, Absent Minded third. Shadow Nerf did quite well to recover for fourth. Put it in by Botany Chris. And then back in the pack we had Little Profit and Spirit Run and MCD. Another message for John McInerney, who is here on the track today and handled the dog. Found the lead at the first bend where there was trouble. Head on will show us what happened. 1, 3, 6 and 7 the way they've gone by. There's fairly major drama at the first bend. The 5 and the 6 had been slow initially, and then the 5 recovered to get up outside the 3. The 1 held its line on the inside. Locked and loaded here, race number 4. Bunny on the move, round it comes and set. Racing, Petite Joy gets out quite nicely. Good Time Money was there briefly, through on the inside there to Eva Caneva, and Pink Shellac starts to go forward now. They'll be followed then by another miss. Back in the race here we've got Gully Crusher. Well back in the piece there, Kilimanjaro, and also shuffle back Good Time Money. Around the corner, Pink Shellac has found the lead out wide on the track. Petite Joy might have got nutted for second. Eva Caneva dived at that, might have got second there. From Petite Joy, who was dying on its run. Another miss was close up then Kilimanjaro. Back in the pack there we had Good Time Money after a good beginning. Gully Crusher was well back with it. On the board in an 1804 here for Pink Shellac. Got underneath Petite Joy on the corner. Petite Joy really just starting to battle again over the concluding stages. Eva Caneva dived out it late. Wasn't a great deal in that. Bob of the head. What's gone up? See how she gets off the lids. Here comes the bunny. We're set to break in race number 5, nearly there. Racing Mad Music honked out of the boxes, has put 3 links on them instantly there from Tiparita Avedon. And they'd be followed then, one on the outside of that. That was Plating Puss, and PJ Pringles has got to the outside, starts to sprint after this leader. Tiparita Avedon's gone back in a hurry. Further back on the race into Pistols Princess, Atomic Lass, and easily as Mad Music from PJ Pringles to second and Plating Puss third. Red Star Reaper got to fourth, then Atomic Lass, followed through then by Pistols Princess. Tiparita Avedon, who went back in a hurry, and Hyde Baxter. Mad Music won this at the break in an 18:03 in the end, with a run home of 10.91 over the one PJ Pringles, I should say, who once again looked to get off the rail, and Plating Puss. Then Tanks Rob and Weeping Wawa, the outside, is the third of the runners making its first race day appearance today. Let's see how they perform. Bunny around in the boxes, and we're set. And racing, Shane McBell out okay. Allegro Title bound straight to the front, out wide of Belk Road, and Weeping Wawa going forward. Shane McBell trying to push through on the inside. Princely Counts going forward. Be followed back in the pack here by Belk Road. Well back to Gully Runner. Tanks Rob's got well back. Homebush Express around the corner. Allegro Title in front. Chasing it hard down the outside. Weeping Wawa. Allegro Title in from Weeping Wawa. Shane McBell home in third spot. Followed across there by Princely Count. Then we had Gully Runner, Belk Road. Last pair here have been Homebush Express and Tanks Rob. First up for Gary Fredrickson here. Allegro Title bounded to the lead. Weeping Wawa certainly made a race of it. They've clocked 18.18 here with a run home of 10.84. Led convincingly, but Weeping Wawa started to get a wee bit close in the straight. Shane McBell after a moderate, but getting chased hard for third, ahead then of Princely Count 3, 8, 1 and 7. The bunny set to break in race 7, first leg of play 6, just about set. Racing, Cheap Shot Maddie hopped out nicely. Corborn Shadow out wide, gets away quite nicely too. Followed through there by Rosie Fosey. And that'll be followed around there by One Broke Girl. Lenny Mac's been shuffled back the inside. Back with them is Takeaway, Kapai and Buzzy Az. Up to the corner, Cheap Shot Maddie by several. Running second is Rosie Fosey. Charging through the inside there is Corborn Shadow. We'll get up for second too. Cheap Shot Maddie, Corborn Shadow. Then Rosie Fosey, Lenny Mac to fourth. Followed across there by One Broke Girl, and Takeaway was back with it. Further back in the race to Kapai and Buzzy Az. Favourite just too fast here, Cheap Shot Maddie. It's run a bit of time too, 17.74. It's his best to date. He's a young dog and he's got it all ahead of him, really. 10.87 has been the run home. Bunny on its way round to the boxes. We're about set to break, nearly there. Racing, Good Time Mike stepped okay. Cold Turkey's on the journey quickly too, and Ricky's Rebels pushing out towards the lead. Wider up to Peaky Blinders trying to get up and around the outside. One's gone down at the first bend. It is the favourite Cold Turkey. She's got to her feet. So we'll go back to the top where Ricky's Rebel is in front by a couple of lengths on Peaky Blinder. A couple away then to Good Time Mike, about 3 lengths back to Corborn Aries. This field's broken up. Further back on the race here, we've got another cruise. Elamaine Jude's trying to run past that. Back with that was Opawa Cassidy and the Fall of Cold Turkey coming after them. Up to the corner they come. Still in front here is Ricky's Rebel kicking home strongly as Good Time Mike. Ricky's Rebel, Good Time Mike. Up for third was Corborn Aries. Peaky Blinder, a bit disappointing after all that, running fourth. Then Elamaine Jude. Further back in the race to Opawa Cassidy. Another cruise. And the Fall of the favourite Cold Turkey will join them for a munch on the bunny. Ricky's Rebel has led them throughout here. Gee, when Peaky Blinder got handy, I thought he might be able to finish them off, but look, his winning times have been 31 plus, so maybe that's about his lot, but he usually finds the line okay, but maybe they've just gone a bit fast, maybe not. 31.04 on the board, 11.94 the run home. Another habit, the favourite 270 wants a clean step off the 3. Here comes the bunny. About set to break. And racing, another habit, just a moderate beginning into the fray, gets out best. Wide out on the track though, showing really good speed, was Clearly Magic to go and head them off around that first bend. Now one's missed the start badly, that's Homebush Ninja. Back to the top, Clearly Magic here by 3 lengths, and giving chase would have been Botany Cell. They'd be followed back in the pack here by another habit trying to chase them down again. Further back then to Paddy Baxter. That would be followed around by Sarah Campbell into the fray, now has drifted a mile out of it. And well back with them would have been My Beauty. Up to the corner they come. Botany Cell sweeps to the lead and runs on by to score. Another habit got off for second. Wasn't a bad effort. Clearly Magic third, tried hard. Back in behind them then to Paddy Baxter. Followed through by Sarah Campbell. My Beauty was well back. So too into the fray after a good beginning. And things went wrong for Homebush Ninja right from the hop. Off to Morfettville for the first. Racing, Seguiaro jumped slowly. Corborn Gable out okay, but headed off there by Homebush Misha, followed through there by Frankincense and Acapella. Now Seguiaro's trying to pick its way through, and I tell you what, it's got a job. It starts to get clear here, now runs to 4th. Rocky Baxter's got back the inside. Acapella is drifting. Last pair are Alamein Blonde and Attaboy Zeke, and down the back they go. In front here is Homebush Misha, but not for too much longer. Seguiaro swept on by. Corborn Gable comes through on the inside, and out a bit wider on the track. Frankincense is running a race. Rocky Baxter's running on along the inside. Further back Acapella. Seguiaro in easily from Corborn Gable and Rocky Baxter. Followed across there by Attaboy Zeke, found the lane pretty well. Behind those runners then to Acapella, and Alamein Blonde was back with them. Frankincense got very tired late in the piece to finish back towards the tail of the field. Seguiaro's got the job done about here. You're thinking, ooh, just took a wee while to get around Acapella. It did eventually, and then there was 4 of them across the top, but it drove on through and scored in a 30.66. Only one in double figures, that's Do More, and it could be the first one seen. Here comes the bunny, about set to break. Racing, Do More was slow today, and bounding to the lead there would have been Fair Conquest, but Far Too Trendy is going with it. Then Otto Baxter heading forward, and Rapidash is trying to push through, but got checked, went back on a couple of runners there. Jack Robb through on the inside. Do More's been shuffled well back. Flirt With Me, Gummy Gumpster's just ahead of them around the corner, and Far Too Trendy's gone on by. Strolls in for an easy win from Otto Baxter. Gummy Gumpster got up for third, not a bad effort. Then we had Fair Conquest after a fair break. They'll be followed in there by Flirt With Me. Go back to Jack Robb, Rapidash, Do More. Far Too Trendy, Far Too Good here in race number 11, and 5th win today for Lisa Ahern and Craig Randall amongst the winning owners again for at least 3 times that I can remember. Bevan, they've clocked 18.04 here with a run home of 10.99. We'll check in for our last at 3.25. Bunny on the run for the last. Just about set. Racing, Elusive Babe was slow. Best out, Hero Pehu Flyer. Pixie Dust goes forward and Asia Rosti's there early too, trying to hunt through along the inside. Boot the Cash is booting up inside them. Race of Changing Fortune, Serve Your Purpose around the outside. Elusive Babe's trying to get around them all as they come to the corner. Well back in the pack here, Homebush Melbourne, Wicked Tycoon, down they come. Oh, driving, I think Boot the Cash might have upset the last. Close up, we've got Asia Rosti right there too. Serve Your Purpose booting into that finish out wide on the track. This has been a blanket go, and I wouldn't like to pick it. Photos first, second, third and fourth. Elusive Babe close up. Back and behind them, we had Homebush Melbourne well back. Pixie Dust was up there if I didn't mention it. Wicked Tycoon finished back. This is a blanket go here. Boot the Cash fresh up. This might be a major training performance from Louisa Wright. It's got up. Asia Rosti the inside. Serve Your Purpose out wide. Comes the bunny bounce up. Racing, Miss Raz was a stride slow the inside, Working Jewel bounced straight to the front and Cosmic Rascal came after it. Next they're out wide and Big Time Chip, Homebush Stew the inside, then Denali last pair are Homebush Ted and Miss Raz up to the corner, Working Jewel by 2 here. Giving chase would have been Cosmic Rascal, Homebush Stew the inside, down the outside next to her, and nicely was Working Jewel. Homebush Stew to second, next to third, then Cosmic Rascal, Denali, Big Time Chip, Homebush Ted, Miss Raz. Racing, Hermione Baxter springs straight to the front here, is followed out there by Premier Prince and Linny Southcombe. MacGyver Rama between runners. Mr. Zaphonic out wide. Nina Be Good gets well back in the pack. Last pair, Good Time Alana and Exact Master. Premier Prince is bounded to a big lead here from Hermione Baxter. Linny Southcombe further back to Mr. Zaphonic. Premier Prince and easily getting up for second. Linny Southcombe, Hermione Baxter third. Then Mr. Zaphonic after a gap. Nina Be Good, Exact Master, Good Time Alana and MacGyver Rama checked at the first bend.